I want to break down and discuss the new Resident Evil 9 trailer that was just revealed at Gamescom, and this has me so freaking excited. I think this is going to be one of the best Resident Evils of all time. It's giving me that feel. I'm just super excited. If you're a Resident Evil fan and if you love gaming content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But enough of the intro. Let's hurry up and dive into this. So we start off with Grace all in her laptop. I don't know if she's communicating with somebody or doing research. This looks like some sort of Google or something, but she's really into whatever it is. And she's waiting on Alyssa to get back.
Man, come on. You have been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work so late.
Get some sleep, eh?
I'm almost...
And you can tell this is a much younger Grace Ashcroft. So Alyssa's just getting off work. I would assume she's doing some sort of investigation in this hotel.
done, just a sec.
It's really coming down hard.
Mom,
And then this phone call happens.
Mom.
It's right beside you.
And this is such a teenager and mom interaction right here.
Hello?
Miss Ashcroft?
Yes.
Now right here, clearly, and if you know the lore of Alyssa Ashcroft, she is absolutely being targeted, and maybe she wasn't even doing an investigation in the hotel. She just went outside and did her investigation. But they were hiding out in this hotel. And this actually turns out to be the Renwood Hotel that Alyssa is murdered in. And whoever this is, they are targeting Alyssa. And with Grace answering the phone, of course, they found her.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung up on me.
Rude.
What the...
And you know, anytime a blackout happens, shit is about to go down, and Alyssa starts panicking.
They're coming.
Now, one thing we can debunk now, remember in the first trailer, everybody was like, oh, that's Jill's voice in the first trailer. All the female voices, it seemed like it was Alyssa's voice. So we can just debunk the Jill voice thing. But this is some sort of throwback, which I would assume opens up the game. And a lot of people had theories that, oh, you know, this might be a Resident Evil 7 type thing where they put in a VHS and we play as Alyssa Ashcroft. Well, that is not the case.
Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait, who's coming? What's wrong?
Shh. We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Now, clearly, Alyssa has kept all these things away from Grace due to the fact that Grace is a kid and she does not want Grace to worry about anything. Now, the question is, who is really after Alyssa? And if you know about Alyssa, she was trying to take down Umbrella. She's been doing investigations for a long time. If you remember the newspaper article in Resident Evil 7, she was doing investigations during that timeline. So she's been really uncovering a lot of dark secrets. And one of my theories is with her being targeted is she probably knows way too much. And whoever this group is, because it's not one person, she said they're coming. There is a group that is trying to silence her. That's one of my theories.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
Now, these are all parts we've seen in the first trailer. In a sense, a lot of people were right because this is a playable flashback. But we just don't play as Alyssa. We're playing as a younger Grace. Pulls that strap out of... And I'm not talking about a WNBA
Stay
game.
close.
Mom, wait.
Grace, keep moving.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the
Oh,
inconvenience.
no, it's fine.
Don't worry.
I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Now the hooded man, everybody swore up and down this was fucking Leon, and it's just not the case. It made no sense. But this is one of the many people I would assume is trying to take out Alyssa. And no, this is not Nikolai. I've seen so many like funny theories about this, but whoever this is, I would assume after he kills this person, Alyssa is just going to gun him down. I don't think this is the person that actually takes Alyssa out. I just would not see Alyssa, this is brutal, but I would not see Alyssa not shooting this person when she has a gun. She ultimately ends up taking this guy out, and then they find this safe place in this hotel. Now, there's some lines that we hear in the first trailer.
Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days.
Now, one thing I really do love about this trailer, and I love the direction that Capcom has been going in for these past couple games, is that Resident Evil is becoming more cinematic and they're telling a better story. It's not as cheesy. Of course, there's going to be cheese in RE, but it's not as cheesy in Hollywood like the older Resident Evil games. They're actually creating very good stories and impactful emotional stories. Resident Evil 7, it was a great story and you felt sad for what happened to the Baker family. In RE8, they had that emotional ending with Ethan and his daughter, and a huge twist with Ethan. So they're telling better stories, and I'm loving that. And right here, you can really feel the emotional connection between mother and daughter. And, you know, Alyssa just spilling her heart out to Grace, telling her she's sorry and she's going to tell her everything and she loves her and all this stuff for ultimately this to happen.
Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of
And
here.
the voice acting
We
is
don't have
great.
any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
Now right here, Alyssa is killed. And I know there's going to be some theories that people are like, you know, what if Alyssa doesn't die because you don't see it? It cuts to black. What if Leon comes and stabs the person that's trying to get Alyssa? Like, there's going to be some crazy Leon theories out there. I can already see that shit. The Leon fan base is absolutely wild. I still think Leon will absolutely be in this game. I already just made a video about that. But if anybody's having those type of thoughts, this is where I debunk that immediately. Turn the brightness up. So right here, let me see if I could slow it down just a little bit. As you can see here, Alyssa's actually pierced. This might not be a fatal blow, but she is definitely stabbed right here. You see, I don't know what that is. It looks like a pipe. I don't know what that is, but she's stabbed by something. And we don't know who it is. I don't think it's the hooded man. Like I said earlier, I think the hooded man is actually gunned down by Alyssa. But whoever this is kills Alyssa, most definitely. I actually think this plays into like the psychological horror aspect that Capcom has been promoting with this game. Because we know Grace is going back to the Wrenwood Hotel where her mom was murdered. Now, we didn't know that Alyssa was actually murdered in front of Grace. We all thought Alyssa just went on an investigation to the Wrenwood Hotel and was just killed. But no, she was murked in front of her own daughters. When we play the portion where Grace goes back to the Wrenwood Hotel, she is going to have a lot of flashbacks and is going to fuck with her badly. Maybe she'll see the hooded man when the hooded man is dead or just not even there, and it's really going to play with her psyche. So I feel like that's going to be a huge part with Grace's gameplay. Now, I do have another theory when it comes to this, maybe Alyssa is getting targeted, and I don't think it's just Alyssa. I think it's Grace as well, because if you remember in the first trailer, there was a guy in the chair that called Grace the Chosen One. And the reason why I think Grace is the Chosen One has a lot to do with Alyssa. Now, although Alyssa is most likely dead, if you played Outbreak and you remember Alyssa's ending, Alyssa was actually infected by the T virus, and she was one of the few that got cured by a vaccine called Daylight, and that ultimately saved her life. And she still has the vaccines in her body. So if she still has it in her body, when she has Grace, ultimately that would end up in Grace's body. And maybe the antagonists need the agents that are in both of their bodies. So that would also make sense to me why they're hell-bent on getting both of them. And maybe when they kill Alyssa, they turn her into something. And that something is probably that stalker we see in that gameplay footage that came out like last month, that giant stalker that is after Grace. Maybe that's just something completely different, who knows? But they're definitely doing something with Alyssa's body. Now, for who did this, I don't think it's somebody like a returning character. I really think it's a new character, and all these characters that are going to be on the antagonist side are going to be new Ori characters. I don't believe the Wesker theory or the Oswald E. Spencer theory, because we've seen them both get rolled up in a pack. So I don't see that happening. But I'm excited to figure out who this actually is. Hooded Man was wiping out other people. I wonder if that ties in to what happens in this hotel scene. Like maybe we see the Hooded Man take out people and then go into the Renwood Hotel to get both of them. Who knows? I think we'll see more information come out tomorrow, because I think that's when the embargo lifts. Now, I know there's a demo a lot of content creators and just fans that are in Germany are able to play, so we'll hear more about that, and I definitely will cover that. But there's a lot of excitement about RE9, and we haven't even seen really, I don't think, a fraction of what this game is truly about. This is much more than just Grace trying to find out why her mother was killed or why she's being targeted. I think it's much deeper than that. I think a lot of stuff is going to tie into what originally started Resident Evil, and that's what ultimately is going to lead everything back to Raccoon City. But that is the end of the breakdown. Let me know how y'all feel. Did this new trailer make y'all even more excited for RE9? If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Get this video out to the masses. I will be on RE9 like flies on shit. Believe me. That's it, guys. Stay safe out in these gaming streets, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.